Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on how mainstream media and various opinionistas are constantly telling you that there's no land invasion taking place in South Africa and that our constitution is strong and will protect against that, and that no politicians are interested in invading land. Well, that goes in stark contrast to what Gwede Mantashe had to say on Freedom Day. Now, for those of you that don't know, Gwede Mantashe is the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy. He's also the National Chairperson of the African National Congress. And this past weekend, he was the acting president of South Africa because Sir Ramaphosa had flu and couldn't attend to his duties. So Gwede Mantashe, as the acting president, went on and gave the Freedom Day speech, and during that speech he pretty much said what I just told you. So let's have a listen.
Orania, piece of land in the Northern Cape. They want to create it as some land that is independent. Actually, if I would be a president for more than 3 hours, I would declare that people must go and build in Orania. Black people must go and build there. And we mix them. They appreciate that hatred can never survive peace. It is peace that builds a nation. But I can't. If I was, I would say, go and build in Orania. Others go over to America and ask for the Makulubas who Trump to punish us, but they stay here.
So as you can clearly see there, the acting president is kind of promoting the fact that you should go and invade land on private property, which, as you know, according to our constitution, is completely illegal. If you just look at what the AI overview is for a simple question, the question here was, can you invade land legally in South Africa? And the answer is no. Invading land, whether state-owned or privately owned, is generally illegal in South Africa. Land invasions are considered unlawful occupation, and while there are legal avenues for addressing these situations, they typically involve court orders, and the government has a duty to assist private landowners in protecting their land. Strange, because here the government is directly telling people to go and invade land in Orania. Now, Orania is this small little cultural town for Afrikaners that has caused a lot of chest pains for a lot of politicians, specifically in the ANC, the EFF and MK. They are hell-bent on trying to portray Orania as this very negative and racist town, yet there has been countless of documentaries of black individuals, colored individuals going there, being allowed there, going and staying the night and experiencing what Orania has to offer. None of them have been treated in a racist manner. The vast majority of them afterwards say that they respect the town. They can understand the value that it adds to the culture because it is to preserve the Afrikaans culture. You know, just like the Ingonyama Trust is there to protect Zulu culture. Apparently that's fine. You can have 2.8 million hectares of land that the government has given to the Ingonyama Trust, and that can be used to protect Zulu culture. But the moment somebody buys private property and wants to protect the Afrikaans culture, then suddenly it's racist. Suddenly the government wants you to go invade that land. And did you notice how he mentioned black people must go and invade? Now, that already tells you everything you need to know from Gwede Mantashe. He is saying that black people should go and and get land on Orania, which is why. You know, we've got the Ingonyama Trust that looks after Zulu culture. The moment you want to create something for Afrikaans culture, then it's like, oh, that's racist. How dare you do that? How dare you try and preserve your culture? Hey, how dare you do that? But in the same breath, they got 2.8 million hectares in the Ingonyama Trust that the government gifted to the Zulu kingdom. The government didn't gift this land to Afrikaners. They bought it. It's private property. So the acting president of South Africa is promoting land invasions on private property. But as you said, or as you saw here, it says that the government has a duty to assist private landowners in protecting their land. But here, the government is actively promoting land invasions. So this is the acting president of South Africa, Gwede Mantashe, saying these things. So how can the media proclaim that there's no land invasions taking place, there's no will for land invasions, but yet we've got our acting president saying exactly that? In a speech, he is telling people to break the law, and yet, as stated, the government is the ones that should assist people when land invasions take place to help the original property owner. But yet, it's not happening here. In actual fact, they're telling people to go and invade land. So, I really want to know from mainstream media, like, is this another one that you're going to just ignore? Because you were the ones that were very loud in saying there's no land invasions taking place and there's no interest to do it. But yeah, you've got the president of the country saying go and invade land, go and mark your territory in Orania. And yes, he's saying it behind codes. If I was the president, within the first 3 hours I would do this. That tells you the intention. That tells you the intention of the ANC and the intention of a would-be president, Gwede Mantashe. So how does Cyril Ramaphosa feel about this? Well, he's also been very quiet on land invasions that are taking place, and nothing is being said. Once again, the media has been proven wrong, and of course, asking them to report on it and admit that they were wrong is a step too far. You know, they were proven wrong on so many different occasions when they were talking about Donald Trump and why this refugee status has been gifted to the Afrikaners and white people in South Africa. They have been fighting it non-stop, trying to discredit Donald Trump, trying to discredit Elon Musk, discredit anybody that's speaking positively about this refugee or accepting the refugee status. But yet, whenever they are proven wrong, they do not admit that they were proven wrong. And this was one of the big ones. There's no land invasions taking place, but yeah, the acting president is asking people to do it. I mean, what more do you need to show that mainstream media is trying to just drive a specific narrative here that is anti-Trump, anti-Musk, and anti-anybody that is saying, hey guys, look at what's happening here. Can we maybe just get some balanced articles from mainstream media? And of course, I mean, I don't even have to go into the ANC government. The ANC government is corrupt. The ANC is corrupt as an organization. So it wouldn't surprise me that the acting president would promote illegal activity on a Freedom Day speech. How free are we really in this country? 84 murders a day. A violent sexual crime taking place every few seconds in this country. 142 race-based laws. The fact that if you want to start a business in South Africa and you employ more than 50 people, you have to ensure that your business with your money that you created should employ X amount of black, colored or Indian individuals. So the government wants their fingers in every single pie. And then if you look further, the destruction of the state-owned enterprises in South Africa, the state of infrastructure, load shedding, all of these things that are currently taking place because of the government, we should celebrate Freedom Day. You should celebrate Freedom Day when you live literally in a prison and you are too scared to leave your door open at night. So during that speech on Freedom Day, our acting president, instead of talking about freedom, pretty much did the opposite by saying that you should be worried about land invasions if you live in Orania. I mean, that's not really a lot of freedom, is it? Doesn't give the people that own the land, they're the private owners of the land, it doesn't give them a lot of freedom, knowing that the president or the acting president is instructing people to go and invade that land. How's that for freedom on Freedom Day? And that's pretty much all I got to say. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, smash the like button, and share this video far and wide on WhatsApp, on various other platforms. It'll be greatly appreciated. And if you enjoy me and you enjoy this channel and you'd like to support it, then please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre.